Hello, and I'm starting today's vlog at lunchtime, and I'm heating this stew up that I made yesterday. It's been in the fridge, pan and all. I've been sticking to my healthier eating so far. I'm feeling very pleased with myself, actually. I feel like a little triumph has happened. I don't know how long it will last because I'm terrible for slipping back off it again. But anyway, I've started the vlog a little bit later today. It's 5 to 1. I've been doing my normal things. It's funny being a daily vlogger because as a viewer of daily vlogs, I love it when a vlogger starts at the beginning of the day unfolds, and then they end it right at the end of the day. I love that as a viewer. But as a content creator myself, because my days are so samey quite a lot of the time when I'm at home, I feel like I don't want to do that because I feel like I'm giving you repetitive content, so I don't quite know. I've struck a balance. And I always question is it the right balance? Should I do more full day vlogs even though they're very samey, or should I do less of them and just film more when I go out and scoot around the more mundane things? I don't know what to do. Any thoughts, do let me know in the comments. Would love to know. I almost went out today. I thought, I reckon I can spare a couple of hours to go charity shop shopping. And I know viewers love it when I go charity shop shopping. Those videos always do so well. And they have great engagement and people stay watching them. But I looked around my house, I thought, I need to declutter. I need to do that first before I bring more things into the house. This is looking a bit watery, but I've got a trick for that, which is add a bit of instant mash. It thickens it up lovely. Yeah, it's funny, whenever I think I can free a couple of hours up out of my day or my week, I tend to go outside the house and spend it doing something out of the house, and I do genuinely enjoy it so much. But I'm not sorting my house out. I think it's funny when we have so much clutter from previous seasons in our life. We go through different seasons, and I have gone through raising a child. There's a lot of stuff still around from that era which was valuable to us, especially as a home educator as well. And I'm emotionally attached to so much of that stuff. All the good stuff's gone, believe me. Everything of worth to other home educators around me in my life now, I've given it to them and they've been appreciative, and it's gone. But there's still a lot of stuff. I need to go through it. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I'm going to do it today. I'm going to devote 2 hours, a 2-hour slot. I've got it blocked out in my calendar, and I'm going to spend time in my bedroom making a start on the cubby holes. Now, I get awfully overwhelmed by the notion of decluttering my house, so I need to just break it into small chunks. Now, I've got a great big sort of, I don't know if it's a bookcase or something, you'll see later, in my bedroom, but it's segmented into little cubes, you see, of storage space. And if I just tackle one at a time, that's not as overwhelming, is it? It's like taking little bites. Wish me luck. I'm forming a strategy in my mind. I'll discuss it as I go. But anyway, I'm going to eat that, practice again on my full stomach, which is terribly burpy and unpleasant, but I'm just going to get it done anyway, because that's the time I can fit it in. And then I'll get back onto the vlogging camera again, and we'll have a look, see what disaster waits me upstairs. For mash gets mash. Showing me age again. Oh, she's showing her age. There's a cat meowling out there. Hopefully that's not too much and I didn't just make a big gloop. It's going to probably look a bit curdly, but I don't care. I think it'll be delicious. I'm going to put cheese on it because I can't help myself. I'll be having my dinner, my evening meal, out in the form of packed tea of some sort that I'm going to make later, because I'm doing a band rehearsal again and my boyfriend's going to be with me, and yeah, I'll just make us both a packed tea. That shall be lovely. We'll probably have it in the car, knowing us. Let's have some yummy black pepper on it. Okay, I'm in my room. It's really hard to get any kind of decent lighting in here. I've got a couple of vlog lights on, but it just doesn't look right, in my opinion. But anyway, it's much later than I meant to start my declutter because messages came in, I was replying to them, dealing with things, answering questions to people, and it's 5 to 3 now. Whoops. I'm thinking if I really get into my stride with this, I might allow myself to continue until it's time to pack, ready to leave. Otherwise, I had scheduled in to spend an hour doing some music arranging, but it's not urgent, as in gotta be done today, so I might schedule that for later in the week. Let's see how I get on. I might get a big momentum come, you never know. I think this is one of those things, it won't take as long as I think. Well, it possibly could take weeks, but I think I can get a lot done in a short amount of time that can make an actual tangible difference to my life. My bedroom is a bit of a clutter zone. There's no getting away from it. It's especially cluttered up with camera gear and lighting at the moment. So over there, we got my chest of drawers, which is, you know, got things in it that I need, my clothes, various things on the top, which probably shouldn't be there, but, well, a girl's got to put her camera gear somewhere. I've decided the guitar really does not need to be here. The idea of it being there was that when I'm working out chord progressions, I grab it quickly, just check they work. Actually, the software I use for notating can play chords, so I don't really need to play it on the guitar. So I could just play it on there. So that is an argument for that going in its case down in the cellar and getting out of my way. It's getting very dusty here and I keep having to give it a wipe and then I look again 2 days later and it's all dusty again. So let's put that away. Also, this vlogging light lives here permanently and it's quite a big bulky thing. I'll film it from the back. I don't film in here that often, and to be honest, since I got this lens, I can manage without. It doesn't look great, but I can manage without by just sort of looking up in the direction of the light bulb, which is off at the moment. So I could rehouse that somewhere else in the house that's not in the way between my desk and the window, and it would certainly make it feel more spacious in here. But the real nemesis is this cupboard, or whatever you want to call it, shelving unit. Right from the top up there, there's all sorts of things that I probably don't need in my current life season and will probably never need again. And that's not to say it's not good for anybody, because there's some great stuff in there from our home editing days, and there's language learning stuff as well. See? That I've got from charity shops for next to nothing, and I thought, oh, I've got a real good bargain here. But actually, if I'm learning languages these days, I'm not going to learn it from a book. I'm going to learn it from Duolingo or another online learning tool, because I find them so much more effective, so I can hear the sounds, you see, and have instant feedback from submitting, you know, answers to questions and instantly finding out immediately, did I get it right or did I get it wrong? It's better for me than looking up answers in the back of the book. So I think I need to just be ruthless and charity shop them. I think I'm going to start with the top because I've already earmarked that wild box to go. And for most of my adult life, until kind of Izzy came along, I used to regularly send packages to people and I would decorate the box on the outside, spend a lot of time doing that sort of creative stuff, artsy craftsy, and so I would hoard things like that. I just don't have time to put packages together anymore, and also the postal rate just went up explosively at one point, so I really don't need to keep the cardboard boxes anymore. Plus I've got a steady flow of Amazon packages coming in. If I want a box I could just keep one of those, so really that needs to go. Oh, and if you're wondering why there's a woolly hat on my bed, my mum knitted this for me, and I need to put some elastic in it if I'm going to wear it outside, because it blows off with the slightest gust of wind. It ends up on the lawn behind me or something, but it is ideal for sleeping in if I get cold, because if I can't sleep, quite often it's because I'm a little bit chilly, so I put a woolly hat on in bed and then I can go to sleep. Yay, it makes a massive difference, massive. Anyway, right, I better get started, hadn't I? As it happens, I'm hoping to free up some ring binders, and I do see 2 up there already, but they're lever arch, and I was kind of hoping for smaller ones, but they'll do. To be honest, I think they will do. I need one for this year's expenses, because I haven't logged any of them at all since April, which is really naughty. They're basically in that box, waiting to be logged and put somewhere in a folder. I know it's the digital age. I know. I haven't quite got as far as that with digital yet. I've still got paper receipts in folder. And the other one is I need to archive a load of our Kaylee bookings, because it's all stuffed in this folder at the moment and it's getting a bit too fat to do the clips up. So I need to get an archive one on the go. But the one that I do the admin for, we hardly do any bookings anyway. So a skinny one is definitely going to be enough for the working folder. Right, this can go up. And I think the science things, we'll have a look now, see what's in there, but I think it's probably stuff I can charity shop. The further away in time I get from home editing, the less in touch I am with most of the home educator friends that I knew. And there was a point where I wouldn't think of giving it to charity. I would think, first of all, to take it to a home ed group. But really, time has passed, things have moved on. And I think a lot of my stuff is a bit old school now, especially textbooks and things. So probably I'm better off just charity shopping stuff, because at least it gets done then. I'm not going to have the time or find the time to go to a home ed group to seek out new home editors that I've never met before to offer them my old stuff. They probably don't want it anyway, so let's just be ruthless. I should have done this before I started, but well, I kind of haven't started, I suppose. So I've done it at the right time. I ran down and got some charity bags. One for paper, one for everything else, because that's how ours gets sorted. Well, it's a bit more complex than that, but you know what I mean. And this one's going to be a loft bag, stuff that I want to keep. It's special, but I want to store it in the loft. And a charity bag. Ugh, I just got the folders down. Oh, that's embarrassing. That's where I grabbed it. Look, my hand. It's very, very, very dusty. So I need to get a damp cloth and give them a good old wipe down. Daughter, of course, has just gone in the bathroom, so I'll do that in a bit. I'll just leave them there for now. So far, we got rid of that box. I was just keeping for packaging, and a very tatty old box file, which did have Welsh stuff in it when Izzy was home editing, like 10 years ago or something. Whoop, up we go. Oh. Well, that one's all right. It could do with a clean. Do I want it? I'm not sure at the moment what I'm using. I don't use as many pieces of paper these days. Everything's, well, not everything. My expenses aren't digital, but a lot of things are digital. Not sure. I'll put it on the to clean pile for now. Those are photo albums, so they're definitely staying. Okay, the only thing I thought that was even remotely worth giving to charity, and I'm not even sure, to be honest, protective goggles and a pristine unopened packet of play sand. They can go in the charity bag. That much went in the recycling and that as well. So we're already getting off to quite a start, actually. Okay, from the next whole kit, that's the only thing that is salvageable, which I'm going to put in a charity bag. The rest has gone in the recycling bags and general waste. I think I don't like decluttering, partly because it's emotional and it triggers negative emotions for me. I don't know why, but I feel so guilty getting rid of perfectly good things that could be, like, I think that's a hoarder thing, isn't it? Like, but that bit of plastic could be useful for something and that could be useful. I think it comes from coming from an earlier age than now, where money was scarcer and you couldn't just nip down to the pound shop and get something cheap to replace something. Like, every little thing you had, you held on to because you thought it could be useful for something. I don't really live exactly in that time at the moment, for me personally, but I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm a musician and my income fluctuates every single month and I don't have that financial security of knowing I'm going to get the exact amount every month. And it's like, I just never know if I'm going to have a period of austerity or not. Or, I mean, I don't. I tend to be all right. It's fine. But it's always in the back of my mind, what if the gigs don't come, you know? Or nowadays, what if the YouTube views don't come as well? Because that's something I rely on as part of my income as well. Anyway, this box, this is going to be one of those guilt things. It's face paints. Now, this is what I'm telling myself before I start. Face paints have a bacterial build-up over time. Some of these things I have had for over 10 years. They're probably not the sort of thing I want to put on my face. I should probably bin most of it unless there's literally something that hasn't been opened. Like that hasn't been opened. That was from Wilco or something. So that can stay. Now, you might be saying, but come on, you're 50. Why have you got face paint? Because I do fancy dress gigs every so often. So I do need to paint my face from time to time. But I think, now you see the Snazaroo is expensive. So this is the guilt frob coming now going, oh no, but I paid, whatever it was, £5. And at that time, that was a lot of money to me. Like £5 now to me isn't as much as like it was back in the day when I was a struggling single parent on my own, But now I could afford to buy this again. If I really needed it, I could buy it again. That could be a good earmark for whether to get rid of things or not. And I don't need that. So that was given to me. And I thought, oh, we can't throw that away. Perfectly good neckerchief might be useful for something. Let's put it in the wash and then charity shop it, mind you. Probably turn everything pink. Okay, this is all we're keeping from that. That was radical. That was. Now there's too big a box. Oh, and I got rid of that at the bottom. As soon as I throw something away, I want it. Just got rid of a perfectly good box that could have been. And oh well, it's fine. Every Halloween, I end up picking stuff up when it's reduced to 20p and stuff. That can probably go back on the top. I need to wipe it down though. I don't even know what's in that black box. I'm in for a surprise. And that thing, as it says on the thing, Home Education Archive up to the end of year 4. So that's probably something I have already sifted through, decided to keep them. We'll end up putting in the loft. I've given these ring binders and that box file there a bit of a wipe down with damp cloth, which I've been going to the bathroom and, refreshing every so often. And they're literally disintegrating with being washed. And I've looked inside and they're a little bit rusty around the lever arches. I got given them probably 15 years ago by somebody who'd had them for decades. So I do wonder if it's maybe time for them to be replaced. It's not like it's that expensive to buy lever arch files. That from IKEA I've had years, but it's in still very good nick. So I think I'll hold on to that. It's pretty good for storing things in. I'll see what I need to store things in. Oh my gosh, this obviously came from the move. It says front room bits on it. Oh, that's my friend's mini sewing machine. My gosh, we borrowed that from her years ago. I'll have to see if she wants it back. Or is these medals from the Urdd Eisteddfod, or are they mine? Probably mine because I did some learners. Oh, you don't know what that is. It's a competition for Welsh speakers, but I went to a learners one for adults. Won some medals. Gosh, what's that? Flashcards. Oh, it's all bits and bobs from little homemade games from our homemaking days. Oh, flashcards for note recognition. Oh, here we go. I'll be going down memory lane now and not actually doing what I should be. There's a tiger. I made a lot of note flashcards, didn't I? I wonder what that was for. I can't even remember. Well, I've decided I'm charity shopping the medals. My names are not on them. They're completely impersonal. And the real prize that I got from winning these things was the prize of the Welsh language that I learned in the process of winning the medals. This belongs to a friend of mine, and I've just messaged her on Messenger to ask her if she would like it back. And I think I need to throw this away. It comes from a predecessor of my sharpener. You know, the old school sharpeners with the turny handle? Well, I had one and it broke because we used to have a lot of kids around to play, and boys used to be fascinated with it and do things to it until it broke, and it eventually was unfixable, so I replaced it in the end. And these are off the original one, and I thought, well, I'll keep them in case I need them for the new one, but am I actually going to? No. Yeah, it's so hard getting rid of stuff because I'm thinking, but what if the other one cracks? Then this will be perfect to finish it. Yeah, but it's cluttering up my house. This is why I don't like decluttering. Look at the angst I'm feeling right now. That's a perfectly good clamp, you know. Yes, Imogen, but you can go to the pound shop probably and buy a clamp. Everyone's watching now going, bin it, bin it, bin it. It's a gamble, basically, isn't it? I'm gambling that my pot in my current sharpener is not going to crack. And that's not going to break. How can I put that in the flipping recycling, though? Could be useful for something. Oh! If I put that in the charity bag, is that giving a charity shop rubbish? Or is somebody going to be really pleased with that? Yes, but no, Imogen, look, it is rubbish because that fits specifically in the pencil sharpener and you already have one. You don't need it. Put it in the recycling. There's a good girl. There's a good girl. It's so hard. The guilt flood is incredible right now. This lot can go straight in the bin. General waste. Charity bag. See, stuff is going. People can get very triggered by my decluttering videos. I say videos. I think I might have only ever done one. I'm not actually sure because I've been vlogging for 8.5 years. I can't remember. I did one once and it was called something like tidying and organising my things or something like that, or art supplies or something like that. And because I didn't throw all of it away, people were angry in the comments at me, and I never intended to throw it all away. I wanted to tidy and organise it, and I did throw a lot of it away because I had collected up materials over the years like sweet wrappers and foil and bottle tops and things like that, and I got rid of a lot. But I kept a lot of stuff which I considered to be quite useful that I would buy again if I got rid of. Oh, and it upset people. Just no, I'm not going to throw everything away. But I'm making progress. I'm going to wrestle with my conscience about the first aid supplies now. Okay, the result was I'm going to wash the sling and put it with the first aid supplies because it's brand new, uneven folded out, perfectly good condition. These have been played with and put back in for sort of first aid-y practicey stuff, so they're not hygienic, they're not going to be any good for first aid, so they're going to go in the bin. This is like a filter to put over somebody that you're giving mouth to mouth to. Come on, if I was giving mouth to mouth to somebody, I'm not going to come home and look for that, am I? I'm just going to get on with it. So that can go in the bin, and that can go in the bin, and that can go in the bin. Well, recycling, etc. Oh, this, by the way, I wanted to tell you, I've been brushing up hair off my carpet with it. I got it from B&M. They sell them in B&M, a couple of quid. Really, really good for getting fluff from socks and hair out of your carpet. Right, another nemesis, these things. Handmade materials. Ooh. Right, I'll have a rummage. Okay, the dices have gone in the little mini dice drawer downstairs. Don't come for me. These are all little times table cards I made, but I'm going to throw them in the bin. I'm going to throw the little cheap plastic counters in the bin, the manky elastic band, and I'm going to charity shop Dora the Explorer, I think. Though I think I might need to give it a wipe first. That said, is it going rusty? Yeah, I think it's starting to perish. Okay, I'm just going to recycle that. I am going to hang on to the early music flashcards because you never know. It's not entirely beyond the realm of possibility that I might end up teaching early music again at some point, early as in early years. Very unlikely, but you never know. I wouldn't want to have to make them all again. I'm going to hang on to that for now, see if my friend wants it back. And I've decided now, I've rationalised that down so much, that's literally all that's in that box. So I could combine these two and throw this box file out because it is knackered, it's dented, it's tatty, and it's decades old, and I didn't even get it new. So I think it's very easy for people to be judgmental when they see people hoarding things. But what people have got to remember is people are on different income streams, and what's easy for one person to replace, for other people it might not be a possibility to just replace things willy-nilly, you know, even cheap things. If every last penny's counting towards your weekly budget, it's easy to be in the mindset of hanging on to things. That's an eyebrow stencil, by the way, werewolf. Oh my gosh, I was thinking probably most of the home ed stuff I'll want to keep because I'll have gone through it. I'm not sure if I have. Looks like whole workbooks in here. Right. Phonics. Well, before I get into that, I'm going to give that a wipe on the top. I've made a start already, so it can be drying. So a few things are going to go back for now. Not much. The photo albums, that box, and I don't know about this. Probably not. Probably that's going to end up in the loft, what's left of it once I've scaled it down. It feels so strange going through this lot, honestly. It's almost eerie because we lived such a different world. Like, it was the same world, but the life we led was so different to the one we live now. It was kind of intense, I suppose, but very rewarding and rich and varied. Look, wrote me a little note on her maths when she was little. I think that must be us. I'm not feeling attached to any of this stuff. When Izzy gets back, she's nipped out to B&M, but when she gets back, I'm going to give her the opportunity to flick through these before they go, for old time's sake. Just because it's fascinating, really. Oh, it's the invertebrates. See, stuff like that I find harder to throw away than just filled in workbooks with answers. You know, that's more difficult. Okay, so this surprised me. Letter from Buckingham Palace. I have no recollection whatsoever that Isabel ever wrote to the Queen, and the Queen's lady-in-waiting apparently replied to her. So there we are. 2013 that was. Okay, time is getting on. I'm going to have to wrap up this activity for today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Izzy to go through that later while I'm out and see if there's anything she particularly wants to keep, or if she just wants a last flick through for old time's sake, bring back the feelings, you know, remember her childhood a bit, and then when she's done that I'll go through it again. But I'll probably keep and put in the loft creative writing that she's done, her own original works rather than just the workbooks. I'll probably bin most of those, the vastest majority to be honest, and that's most of it. Anyway, it's a long journey ahead, but I'm pretty pleased with my little start that I've made. That's reduced down a lot. This is everything that's going from this, well, apart from the bits that have gone in the general waste bin as well. I can't show you those, they're kind of tucked away. There's all that for the paper waste. Hopefully those files are all right in there. I don't know, oh, my battery's just gone in my light. That's all plastic and, well, mostly plastic, and some stuff for charity in there as well. So not bad. Right, I need to get ready to get out now. I had second thoughts about recycling those folders. I've put them in the general waste because I think the mix of materials is going to make them non-recyclable. I hope I did the right thing there. Anyway, I'm going to very unusually end this video before heading out for my rehearsal this evening, but thank you so much for watching it. Please give it a like if you happen to like it. Subscribe to watch more videos from me. I'll put playlists on the end screen, so if there's anything you'd like to watch from me right now, have a little look, see if there's anything takes your fancy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!